What's up, y'all? It's just Rondo. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you've never been here before. And if you've never been here before, or if you're here on the regular, go ahead, like the video, subscribe to my channel. We're going to get into Married to Medicine. It's season 11, episode 8, and they playing in our face. Sweet Tea is a matchmaker, and Toya is having a baby shower for her purse. We have reached rock bottom. It's like they're not even trying anymore. And I feel like these people have way more going on in their lives than this, but here we are. This ain't gonna take long. So don't blink. I thought Potomac was bad and this was just worse. We start over at Dr. Jackie's, wherever we at, Dr. Jackie's office. This Dr. Jackie, Heavenly, and Quad, they meet up to go over these finances down to the gala. They're having a post-gala committee meeting. Feel like they should have had a pre-gala committee meeting, but that's not what they did. I don't know. I guess it's dog Phaedra time because she was over there saying that she was gonna, donate all the money, whatever, 50,000, whatever they needed to donate. And the problem is they ain't got her money yet. Seems like they should be on the phone with her trying to find out where that check is, but rather than do that, they sit here and talk about her behind her back on camera. And apparently her cat daddy that was over there donating $4,000 to go on a date with her took it back. And they think that's just hilarious. And I think that ain't really got nothing to do with Phaedra. I think that's more of a reflection of cat daddy than it is on Phaedra. And maybe he should be flagged not to be able to down here fake make donations at people's charity events. Simone comes in a little after. She enters the conversation and she takes the opportunity to pretend be Phaedra on the phone. Hey girl, hey, they flew me out to California and I'm doing big things and I'm rich over here and I'm rich over there. While they're making fake phone calls, they should just call Phaedra and say, hey, it's 51,000 or however many thousand it is to, because we wrote this $100,000 check to these people because you said you got it. So we got our part. Where's yours? Dr. G is Sweet Tea. They're hosting the episode. That's probably why it was so terrible because it was Sweet Tea's episode. Sorry, girl. Letitia, Sweet Tea, whatever your name is. They have a little dinner party get together. Simone and Cecil, Contessa and Scott, and the new couple, Mimi and Steve. They out to dinner together, and Mimi is, giving you very demure, sweet, and kind. And she ordering white Hennessy at the restaurant. So, she got a little bit of heart in her. She got a little bit of something in her. We get to see it, I'm sure, eventually. She said it's when she put her hair up in a ponytail. So when she come with her hair thrown up in a ponytail, I guess that's when we're going to see the other side of Dr. Mimi. But in the meantime, we're sitting over here getting to know each other. Sweet Tea's letting us know that she's down here somewhere teaching classes on how to date an older man. And I'm like, is this a real class? What are we talking about? I'm not understanding what's Sweet Tea is over here trying to normalize old ass niggas dating young girls. She said it's 23 years between age difference between her and Greg. Ciao. Simone, let's see. Simone and Cecil announced their annual couples trip. We know they always do that. And she said, Dr. Heavenly is helping her plan the vacation. The Sweet Tea and Contessa are over here making faces, and I'm like, this is something that they always do, so it ain't no need of y'all looking a fool. Contessa, you ain't even a cast member, so you should be grateful that they're asking you to go. You over there in that plastic wig, looking for every opportunity to say something nasty about Heavenly. Scott's not allowed to talk. I don't know. Maybe he's scared to talk because, he's afraid Heavenly might come. Child. Sweet Tea, you just shut up. You questioning Simone. How you gonna question somebody of what is gonna happen on their trip? Do you want to go or not go? And if you don't want to go, stay your ass home. But Heavenly will be here, and she's on the planning committee. Do you not know Simone, Heavenly, and Jackie, and sometimes Toya are the gatekeepers? I don't know why you acting like you're not. I saw her over somewhere talking to who was she talking to? She was talking to DJ Richie Sky. She was talking to DJ Richie Sky, and she was saying how they don't think this is their show. And I was like, cause it is. It's not your show. I'm a millennial. Sweetie said that there's the perpetuators amongst the group. And I'm like, yeah, you, Heavenly, Simone, Contessa, Quad, everybody pretty much perpetuates over here. All of y'all. Like in this very moment, I feel like that's what you and Contessa are doing. Let this lady meet Heavenly and make her own decision. Trust and believe Heavenly will never disappoint. She gonna give that lady everything she needs to know about, how crazy she is, or way too much, or over the top, or whatever you want to say Heavenly is. Sweet Tea has a speed dating event. Woo-hoo. I don't know why she invited a bunch of strangers over here. All of the people on the show are married, so they don't need to be hooked up. She invited a bunch of old ass niggas and a bunch of young women and Phaedra. And Phaedra came over here to pounce on the 22-year-old that they brought to child. She has this little pink room set up with fancy little chairs and, place cards at the table. And she's going to sit all these people that we don't know across from each other so they can speed date and switch around. Are people still doing that? Is speed dating still a thing? I just don't hear about it anymore. I feel like it was a thing a long time ago. And I don't know how you teach somebody to snag an older man. It's not hard to do if you're 25. I mean, she said it's 23 years difference between her and Greg. I don't really believe it takes much. Now you don't need a whole class for it. And she has all these drinks sitting already made on the table. I'm like, I don't want to go somewhere and drink drinks that's been sitting there. How long they been sitting there? Getting soggy and stale. This is a sweet tea party. And although nothing happened over here besides her arguing with Heavenly, Simone came in there with Heavenly. Why? Sweet Tea gets on my last nerves, but there was no reason for Heavenly to be there. Just stop inviting people that I don't like to my event. That's crazy. And I thought this would be a good time to, smooth over the waters. There's no waters to smooth. And then she's standing up telling them to Helen, get the fuck out. That doesn't work. You couldn't kick Heavenly out of your wedding. You can't kick Heavenly out of your party. So seemingly they don't really give a shit who you want at your events. But you won't be asking nobody to leave because you don't even have that power. So please don't worry about what's going to go on over here on this couples trip. And somehow, I guess after the whole thing was over, Heavenly and Sweet Tea and all of them ended up at what they called an after party. Sorry we missed that. She says she did the damn thing, child. I don't know what it is, the damn thing that she did, but according to Sweet Tea, she did it. And she don't have, guess who wasn't there? Dr. Jackie. Don't blame her. I don't blame Dr. Jackie with that shit. I'm not going over there to, entertain Sweet Tea. I'm not a young girl, so there's nothing over there for me to do. And I already have a husband. Just when you think this is the worst, it's not the worst. Because Toya has decided she's having a baby shower for her purse. And once again, Dr. Jackie skipped this event. Toya, this is why Dr. Jackie said you don't have any substance, because you do things like this. You could have had any reason to have a get together, but you decide you want a baby shower. So everybody has to come over here, get super fancy just for you to, what, introduce them to your Hermes bag? And her son said it, and it's ugly, and he's right. It's an ugly ass Hermes bag, and they all have one. Everyone there has one. Some of them have a couple. And they don't want to play a Hermes game because they're like, girl, we got one. Toya is not very bright. Jeez. That's it, y'all. I'm not going into details about this nonsense. If they're not going to try, then, what are we here for? Wasting time? No. Not doing it. Next week is the couples trip in Key West. They're sending them back to Florida. I want to know why the doctors got to go to Florida. How come the doctors can't get some exotic trip to somewhere? And I live here, so I know it's beautiful in many places here. I'm just saying they can get to Florida at any time. Their whole cast is full of doctors. But this is Simone's trip. Maybe y'all should let somebody else do the picking. Y'all like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye, y'all.